Okay, let's look at the practice exam 3, problem number 7, right? So we want to find the values of a and d such that this function h of x equals a cosine of x plus d is going to look like this given graph, right? So let's do that. Alright, first it's gonna, based on cosine function, let's sketch in the cosine function here. Alright, so cosine function is going to look like this. So it's an even function, so you're going to have the same thing on the left hand side and the right hand side of the y-axis. So it's going to look somewhat like that. Alright, and looks like the amplitude is kind of messed up. So we start out with the original function is y is equal to cosine of x, which looks like this, right? And the next step would be, so we try to get the amplitude correctly. So you can see that the highest point is 1 and the lowest point is -3, which means that the difference is 4. Then amplitude is a half of the those difference, highest point and lowest point. So amplitude is 2. So original cosine function has amplitude 1, so we have to multiply by 2, right? So so first transformation we're going to apply would be 1, right? So we're going to, let's see, you're going to do a vertical stretch by a factor of 2 because we multiply by 2, right? So the function is going to look like this. So y is equal to 2 times cosine of x, right? So let's sketch that. And so it's multiplied by 2, so this is gonna 1 becomes 2, so I have to put 2 somewhere here. And here it's actually -1, so maybe I'll just do this. Right, the value there is -1 because lowest point of the cosine function is -1. So if you multiply by 2, it's going to go down to -2. So if I put the dotted line there to have some kind of frame of reference. Alright, so the new graph is going to look like this. So it's going to have to go through the highest point here, and the lowest point it would be here, and the lowest point would be there. So the graph is going to look like this. So it's going to go through the same x-intercepts and hit the lowest point and come back up. And here, kind of the same way. So it's going to hit this guy and hit the lowest point, and it's gonna go up like this. Alright, so you can see that the green curve is pretty much have the same shape as the graph that we're looking for, and the only thing is looks like it's going to be 1 notch higher than it's supposed to be. So what we can do is we can shift it down by 1 notch so that we can get this blue graph. Right, so the blue graph, so in order to get that, let's see, 2, we're going to apply shift downward by 1 unit. Right, so if you do that, in order to do that, the formula should be, you can just simply subtract 1. Right, so you can see that here, once you shift this green graph down by 1 notch, it's gonna fit exactly the blue graph, right? So h of x that we're looking for is equal to 2 cosine of x minus 1, right? So therefore, the answer we're looking for would be, we want the a value, which is 2, and the d value, which is -1. right? So that's how we find the A value and D value. So just think in terms of transformations, right? That's it. I hope that this was clear.